Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I look very festive. This was originally going to be a dark academia outfit, but then I paired it with red lipstick and these dangly gold earrings, and now I look like I'm ready for Christmas. Anywho, happy end of NaNoWriMo, happy basically last week of November, and happy week of Thanksgiving. So what you're about to see is actually going to be my last vlog for the year. It's the last one that I have planned, and that's really saying something because the B-roll is all over the place. Over the month of November, since like September, I've just kind of been taking B-roll as I've been working on projects like my master bedroom revamp, as well as just decorating the house in sections for Christmas. And so I've just had all this B-roll footage sitting on my memory card, and I haven't done anything with it. So I'm going to do my best to make this vlog somewhat cohesive. Before we get into all that though, I did want to mention some Black Friday sales that I'm offering this year, because I am doing something with signed paperback copies that I've never done before. So I'm doing a mix and match type thing for signed paperback copies. So you can get any of my books signed, autographed, for just $11, but it doesn't have to be in a series. So let's say you have Shadow Crown, but you don't have Jaded Spring, and then maybe you have like the Alpha Drive and the Order of Omega, but you don't have Restitution. So you don't want to buy like the bundles and whatnot, right? But you'd rather just purchase these books kind of a la carte, but still have them signed. So yeah, we're doing that this year, just a little mix and match. I have some stock of my books. I don't have any more events for this year. I say events, I haven't had any in-person events this year, right? Because, you know, the panorama's still going on. So I still have inventory of my books, and I thought this would be a fun thing to do. I love signing books and shipping them. It's like one of my favorite things to do as an author. So if that's something that interests you, if you've had your eye like maybe on Beyond the Stars and Shadows, that's my newest book, and that one's available for $11 as well, which is pretty crazy because retail, I'm pretty sure they're upwards of $15, actually even above $20. So the fact that you can get a signed paperback copy for just $11 and mix and match, I mean, you can get 2 books basically for the price of 1. And speaking of books, of course, I had to do my big ebook sale, which is something that I do every single year. So this is from November 23rd through the 30th, as well as for the paperback, that mix and match deal that I just talked about. November 23rd through the 30th, unless it's like while supplies last. So if you want some books, go grab them. Everything's available on the website for you to place an order. But for the ebooks, I am offering all 9 of my ebooks, which is crazy to say that I have 9 books published, for just $20. And this is a deal that is available for Amazon US and UK customers only. If I could do it for the whole entire world, I would, but I have some limitations and restrictions with regard to that Kindle type deal. But 9 ebooks for $20 is pretty darn good. As for my writing courses, I still have the 40% off coupon available for the Write 50K in 30 Days course. Just a heads up, if you are like hoping that that's going to go back down to the original sale price of $97 that it was for basically 3 years, that's not going to happen. If anything, the price is going to continue to go up because I have added more content to it. There's the accountability program. There are 4 new videos. And so that is something where when you see it on sale, grab it at that price, because again, that's only going to continue to go up. I also do have the story mind mapping workshop that is still for sale for $37. That's originally $75. So I'll leave the links in the description box below if you want to check those courses out. And the last Black Friday sale is something that I am bringing back from last year because it was a hit, and that is the hour-long planning workshop with the 15-page workbook. So just a heads up, if you did purchase this last year, it is exactly the same. And when you purchase it this year, you may hear me mention 2020 quite a bit, and that's because it was filmed during that time frame. That being said though, I went through it, and because I do this every single year, it is still completely relevant for the year of 2021 in terms of the reflection piece of it, as well as the planning piece of it for 2022. You can snag that for just $27. As with everything that I just mentioned, I will leave all of it, all of the links, everything you need to know in the description box below. In terms of videos and what to expect for the rest of the year, because I did mention this is my last vlog style video, I do have 2 more videos that are scheduled that will be dropping over the coming weeks. So one of those is the blind reaction to my Vlogmas videos, and the last video is one that I actually put together in 2020, and it has just been sitting in iMovie. Like, I just haven't done anything with it. And I watched it and I was like, wow, why didn't I post this? I don't know. I don't know why I didn't post it last year, so I'm gonna post it this year. And I don't know, it's just kind of like this fun little montage time capsule, but then there's some audio that goes over it, like just kind of, I guess, concluding thoughts for 2020, but they're also the same concluding thoughts for 2021, which is really interesting. So you do have those 2 videos to look forward to. I think the last week I'm posting is the week of December 6th, and then I am going on another hiatus, another break. I actually have family flying in. Like, I'm hosting Christmas this year, which is something I haven't done before, and I'm really excited about it. And I've also just had a lot of like epiphanies as I've been reflecting, and just a lot of realizations as to where I'm spending my time, how I'm spending my time. I've kind of alluded to this in the past, but I just need to take time away from social media, time away from YouTube. And yeah, it's kind of like that rebirthing process that I go through every year. So, but let's go ahead and get into this B-roll. So in a nutshell, the first half of this vlog is going to be saying goodbye, adios to spooky season and all things dark autumn. And then the second half of this vlog will be decorating for Christmas and getting ready for that holiday. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into our time machine and go visit Kristen in September of 2021. All right, so I feel like this is going to be a work in progress. Let me turn off this fan. Ignore the disaster behind me. I just spackled this wall. One of the things that I am doing that's a part of my dark autumn bucket list is to redecorate the master bedroom, because it started off as like a gray, kind of like, I don't want to say beachy, but it had kind of like an ocean, like sea breeze kind of vibe going on. And I don't really know what I was thinking when I did that. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's just not really me. So my taste has changed over the years. I've been in this house for 6 years, and I decided it's time to redecorate my master bedroom the way that I like really want it decorated, that fits my whole vibe. So I'm filming this as kind of like a before, so you can see the absolute mess that it is. And I have an idea. So let me show you what it looks like first, and then I'll tell you my idea. Okay, so this is the mess that we are working with. As you can see, there is plenty, like so much wall space. It just has kind of looked like, even the bed, I'm like, are you in college, Kristen? Like, what is this? And I think this is because with Denali, her hair gets everywhere, and so I just kind of like, I've been using old like mismatched pillows and things like that. So this is the before. So you could tell the TV used to be on this wall. That's what this situation was. So I spackled that to fix those holes. That leads into the bathroom. That's the main door. And then this is just a bookcase with an overflow of books. And then that door leads to the patio. figured I would go ahead and film a little something in the Nook because this is the last vlog. And yeah, I've been spending a lot of time writing in the Nook, just being in the Nook, being in the vibe of all of this lovely stuff. So I think I'm definitely gonna keep it like this through the month of December. It definitely gives me Sherlock Holmes, kind of like Harry Potter type vibes. So I'll probably add a couple of little more Christmas-like touches, maybe some more lights or twinkle lights, something like that. But yeah, I'll probably keep it like this through December, maybe even January? I don't know, we'll see. So I've already started my reflection process for the year a little bit earlier than I usually do. And I've come to a lot of realizations, the main one being that the one thing in my life that I seem to not ever take a break from due to like external forces or like outside pressure is writing. And I was actually kind of flipping through my second personal development book, SOULFLOW, and I think it's like near the end of the book if I'm not mistaken, but I was talking about how there's that really special time as a creator where your art just gets to be like yours and it's your art before it becomes content or something that is consumed or seen by other people. I think with writing books, the fact that it just takes so long to do so, like these are year-long projects, if not more than that, between the drafting and the editing process, I have never really felt the need to take like a full-on break from writing because it's something that just gets to be mine and for my eyes only for like a whole entire year. Whereas, because I've been trying to get to the root of why I tend to take like content breaks or YouTube breaks or podcasting breaks or breaks really in every other part of my life except for writing. Like this has been that consistent thing for me for 6 years. And I know it may seem from the outside looking in that I'm a very consistent person, but I'm really not. And in a lot of those prior years, it was more of me like forcing myself to be consistent, where actually I have very inconsistent energy levels. I'm very inconsistent with what I do. Like I don't have a routine really. And my desires and the things I want to do and the things I'm interested in, they change a lot. And that's just a part of being, like, as I've learned more about human design, that's just a part of being a manifestor with emotional authority. So anyways, circling back to what I was saying about writing, of all the things that I've put out there or that I've embarked on, like writing's still it. And it is the thing that I'm consistent at. And I think it's because it gets to be mine for such a long time. Whereas like when I create a video, that video is for my eyes only for just a week. Like for just a week, that's it. And then it goes out, it's pushed out to the masses, right? So I know we live in a society of instant gratification, and I'm very much like that too. I think that's why I like to create content and put it out there, and I get to see it, right? I get to, like, it's done, I get to see it, it's there, and I have sort of this time capsule of my life, but that gets tiring. Like the only having it to myself for a week part, that gets tiring, and I think that's where I start to like not want to do it anymore, or just want to take a break from it because it just feels like too much too often. And that's the part, I think, because I've always known there's an imbalance between giving and receiving for me, where I give so much and don't feel like I'm receiving enough in return. And some people might hear that and be like, well, that's kind of selfish to say that, but it's like there's a balance with everything. And so there is such a thing as over giving, and there is such a thing as over receiving. And if you can identify which category you fall under, it makes it a lot easier not easier, but I don't know, it just brings that awareness into your mind where I'm like, okay, where am I giving and where do I feel like it's not like filling me up, it's not serving me. But that's never been the case with writing. It's been the one thing that's been really consistent. I feel like I get to be with my characters, be with my story, be with that whole creative process for years at a time and like really immerse myself in it before, because the minute you put it out, whatever, even like it's still art, like books are still art even when they are published and whatnot and everyone can read them. But in a way it also becomes content because people can then critique it and give their opinion on it. And again, like it's, I don't know, it's such a paradox, but that's exactly what life is. It's such a paradox because I write things for me and then like I want other people, you know, to read my stories, you know, to consume the things that I'm creating. But I've just started to realize more and more as I've been reflecting just how important that initial phase where it's just for me is. And so that's kind of been at the forefront of my mind lately. And that's really going to be my focus for November and December and probably even into January, is just really immersing myself in my stories, my worlds, my books. I think in a lot of ways I'm still shedding that more masculine need to create, not so much to constantly do, but I don't know, again, there's just a balance between creating and being with your creations, or kind of being in the void, which is actually what the Inner Divine Collective theme is for the month of December. Really, really powerful stuff. I feel like life, the quality of your life is based on the quality of the questions that you ask yourself. And I don't think enough people take the time for true reflection or to really ask themselves those questions that blow their entire reality and their entire minds wide open. So that's what I'll be doing over the coming months, just really focusing on writing and being really engrossed, like enraptured by my worlds and my characters, and also just doing things that I love to do, like baking and cooking and sitting in front of the Christmas tree in the living room with a fire roaring in the background and watching cheesy Christmas movies, and of course spending time with family since they will be coming out in December. Those are my little updates. Just felt like sharing that. So there it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and, now that we're talking about Christmas and the holidays and starting to wind down, let's go ahead and get into the B-roll of me decorating my house.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Hey.
so that is going to conclude this vlog, my final vlog of 2021. But again, we do have some non-vlog style videos dropping over the next couple of weeks. Make sure to check out the description box below for all the links, all the information regarding the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales that I'm offering this year. Again, that is going on through November 23rd through the 30th, or while supplies last, especially for those signed paperback copies. I'm wishing you all a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!